What is up, guys? It is Nick from All Yeah Comics coming back at you with episode 2 of the spoiler-filled Nick's Picks, where this week I'm reviewing Brian Michael Bendis' and Michael Gaydos' Pearl from the Jinxworld imprint. Now, as I said, this is a spoiler-filled review, so I will give you guys another 5 seconds to click off of this video if you haven't read the book or picked it up, as the link will be down in the description for the spoiler-free review. So, go. Now before we begin, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, ring that little bell beside the subscribe bar to be part of the Aw Yeah notification squad. Be awesome. Now then, Pearl issue 1. This story has a lot of intrigue to it, and it's a bit of a head scratcher at first, but then it'll be like, oh, I think I know where this is going. Though it can be hard to tell from a first read, as, you know, there's a lot of questions here. It's a lot of mystery and what's going to happen next right here, which I think is a good thing, especially with the first issue. And, like, take the first few pages, for example, where we have it established that this plot centers around tattoos of some sort. And it mentions a character called Iraguchi. If I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry, but we have this character that is just named. And in the issue, we don't really find out who this character is or what their role is, but all we know is that it might be of some importance if it's mentioned within the first few pages, and if the titular character Pearl is tied to it for some reason. And another point of intrigue and questioning comes where some sort of biker gang comes in and starts shooting up the whole entire place. And yet we have somebody who saves the group from it. Who exactly? Pearl herself. And now you're like, wow, not only do we have this mysterious person with a mysterious tattoo, but she also has a suspiciously mysterious skill of killing for some reason. And again, it isn't really explained within the first issue, keeping you holding on and keeping you wondering, oh, how did she do this? How did she get so good at this? What is this going to lead to? All we get is how she got the gun, and in a bit of a funny moment where Pearl and her dad are talking when the father is giving Pearl the gun. And he talks about how they aim for the guy's private parts if they were to approach Pearl. Yeah, this book isn't for kids, ladies and gentlemen. It establishes how the weapon has a sentimental value towards Pearl as a result. And following this, we get an interaction with another mysterious character called Mr. Mike, spelled with 2 I's. Again, I'm not really too sure how to pronounce that one, like Mike? Either way. Mr. Mike assigns Pearl to become an assassin and become a killer for him. And despite Pearl declining, he takes exception to this and, of course, coaxes her into doing it by what else? Torture. I'm assuming that this guy, of course, will be a bad guy at some point. I mean, he has to be. Like, you don't torture somebody and not be a bad guy. That's just usually how it is. And after that, we get more establishment from Rick, who was introduced earlier in the book as perhaps a love interest, even though it does seem one-sided, as he finds her, oddly enough, and it ends from there. Now, my thoughts on this story is that it's alright. I had fun while reading it, and I had fun trying to, like, answer the questions in my head onto where this will go, as it seems like that type of book where you have to do a lot of the thinking here. While I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know, it can be a bit confusing for some people, I suppose, but hey, I thought it was pretty good as a result. Now, there is something else with this book. That's right, it's another 2-for-1 story where we get something else from Bendis and Gaydos in Citizen Wayne, a DC story that they did many years ago, even before doing Jessica Jones and Bendis signing with Marvel for many years. And like it says in the title, it's a play on Citizen Kane, but instead of Citizen Kane, it is in the role of Bruce Wayne. Now, I'm not sure how to go really in depth with this, as it is a very short story, but it's pretty cool and it's in the book. So if you're interested in it, read it. It's right there. But with that said, my final verdict, again, the story is alright. It's pretty good. Makes you do a lot of thinking and, again, has a lot of intrigue to it. With that said, I am Nick from All Yeah Comics from beautiful downtown Harrison. Hope you enjoyed.